إذن أحبتي الحضور الكرام، رحبوا معي بالسيد دوتشينو رئيس منظمة الفاو ليلقي بيننا كلمة بخصوص هذا المؤتمر، فليتفضل مشكورا.
Hello, good morning from Rome. Your Excellencies, Prime Minister and Princess Hassan bin Tara of Jordan, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of FAO, UN professional organization composed of 194 members, I congratulate the government of Iraq for first Baghdad International Water Conference under the slogan, planning and rational management of water resources to achieve sustainability under the auspices of the Prime Minister. Highly relevant topic and its direct impact on food security and achieve the sustainable development goals, civilizations, and also beyond. Our virtual gathering today in the land of Euphrates and Tigris, a cradle, one of the 4 greatest Asian civilizations with 5,000 years record. While irrigation system and important agricultural practices were born and of historical significance. Coming from a country with the Asian farming culture of 1,000 years myself, I'm convinced that the future is built on the combining modern approaches with the traditional knowledge, experiences, and the heritage of the generation before us. This leads me to 3 key aspects that I wanted to share with you today: water governance, innovation, and capacity building. First, water governance. The Near East and North Africa region and others are witnessing the effects of water shortages, land degradation, food insecurity that are intensified an increase in the demand for natural resources, triggered by the population growth and urbanization. This calls for the solid water governance by policy, legislation, institutions, which affect the use, development, and management of water resources at the different levels of society. Effective water governance needs transparency, meaningful participation from diverse stakeholders, and a robust accountability mechanism in place. Water governance frameworks need to build on policy coherence across sectors, including agriculture, environment, health, tourism, energies, industries, and urbanizations. Such framework help to manage trade-offs across different water uses from rural to urban areas, assisting in the avoid additional pressure on socio-economic conditions and decrease the risk of the conflict. Experience shows the usefulness of the high-level coordination mechanisms such as ad hoc water group that report directly to the national leaders. At the local level, a focused coordinating efforts is also needed. Mayors, governors, or other local decision makers can introduce a holistic cross-sector package of policies that are inclusive, innovative, and implementable. The FAO of the United Nations continue to provide scientific and technical support to such efforts that are aimed at strengthening water governance frameworks. FAO Regional Water Scarcity Initiative, for example, has built evidence and developed tools to address water scarcity and promote the necessary cross-sector policy dialogue on water and food security. But the guidelines tools are only as good as the implementation on the ground itself. This brings me to my second point: implement a transformative and sustainable solution requires harnessing the potential of innovation. Innovation is not only about the new technologies. It is also about the financial, networking, and the new business models to accelerate the transformation process. It combines human creativity technology, science, and entrepreneurship by engaging all stakeholders from national and regional authorities, civil society, academia, and the private sectors. Innovation is also a change in mindset. Here, a crucial study point is to redefine what water is. We need to move away from the classic perspective of water being a valuable natural resource. We need to start consider it as a commodity with an actual marketing value. With this innovative perspective in mind, marketing and price mechanism become the game changers. Water that is served through the new measures, modern technology, and innovative approaches has a market value, potential income generating effects for farmers, as they could sell part of their quotas to other economic sectors, which are highly needed. This creates monetary incentive to save water, to ensure the most efficient use of this valuable commodity. Water-saving crops, technology that optimize water uses, and also the renewable energy project needed to be combined. This package of solution leads to new water-oriented green lifestyle with a positive social economic effect and a remarkable change for the better in the quality of life as a whole. Here, I'm sharing experience I made over 8 years as local leaders in Ningxia, Muslim regions. I met so many friends from your country and the region. A desert region with a similar scarcity water, even worse than your situation, many parts of the world, Near East, and even harsh environmental conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, we at the FAO strongly advocate for adoption of science-based natural resource management practices that harness the power of innovation and digital technology. And we are well positioned to provide concrete tailor-made support to the members with our wide range of initiatives, knowledge platforms, and tools. With the hand-in-hand initiative, which is evidence-based, country-led, country-owned, aims to accelerate agricultural transformation and sustainable rural development to end poverty, hunger, and all forms of malnutrition. With the geospatial data platform and the complementary SMAP developed with Google that provide members with valuable real-time data to support the strategic decision-making. The newly launched FAO Climate Change Knowledge Hub helps members adapt to the impact of the climate change in agriculture. We established the Office of Innovation and appointed Chief Scientist, first in FAO history. Ismail here, he's with us today, also from your region, and is attending this meeting today. Innovative remote sensing techniques monitor water use and biomass production in rain-fed, irrigated agriculture, help improve water usage policy and be better prepared for droughts. This is why FAO provided the water port to monitor water productivity and the database with near real-time. Remote sensing data to monitor land and water productivity in Africa and the Near East. Combining technology and innovative approach resulting in the FAO Green City Initiative. The aim is to improve people's well-being through the increased availability of and access to the green products, services, provided green spaces, green industry, green economy, and green way of lifestyle, including integration of the able, permeable, forestry, fishery, horticulture, and agriculture. That's through the sustainable agri-food systems. It is holistic in its vision, bringing together the goals of the able food agenda with the socio-economic environment, spiritual nexus. And we provide our support by being close to our members, working with them on the ground. In Iraq, for instance, FAO is leading the rehabilitation of the northern Jazeera irrigation in liberated areas by building bridges, rehabilitating wells, and provide water pumping units powered by solar energy. We support the government of Iraq in strengthening water accounting, producing water use and demand baseline in agricultural, environmental, industry, and other sectors. We are assisting in preparing and water productivity assessment at the national and the local levels. We are supporting Iraq in building national level capacity to strategically assess land degradation threats, support the implementation of global proved best practice, monitor progress to inform policymakers. Ladies and gentlemen, digital technologies like a blockchain e-commerce platform for farmers to market their products and the mobile phone applications that connect the rural population to price and weather information, give them access to insurance, education, and financial are just some of the amazing opportunities of modern agriculture. That's opened the new door for the Iraqi farmers and the businessmen. But to ensure maximum benefit for all from these innovative approaches, digital gaps needed to be addressed. The digital divide is nowhere more evident than in agriculture and remains highly relevant across countries, regions, and populations. That leads me to my third point, the importance of capacity building. The most advanced technology-based digital tools are only effective in the hands of training users and farmers, along with the improvement of the infrastructure, stability, and market access. Building human capital and strengthening institutional capacity boosts the food production, create a new job opportunities, mitigate eventually risk of the conflict, and the first post-crisis reconstruction process. And a comprehensive, well-coordinated capacity building project is thus instrumental to prepare future generations for the digital world, address the knowledge gaps in natural resource management, ultimately promote food security and safety. This is particularly relevant in Iraq, where the education capacity buildings are hampered for many years in the recently past. In this context, we commend the current effort to introduce an initiative for entrepreneurship training and capacity building for youth employment in Iraq. FAO is ready to collaborate with the relevant national authorities, UN agencies, and the private sectors, academias on this important project. My motto has always been to design bigger and do concrete. I therefore propose to start a cooperation with the Iraqi government with one capacity development project of this initiative in South Iraq and another one in the north, with the aim to scale up these efforts across the country. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, transformation agri-food system is at the heart of the FAO mandate, provide a safe, more affordable health diets for the world's rapidly growing population. We predict that by 2050, this planet we will have a 10 billion population. So that's a real challenge for us. Water is the essence of life and the core of the agri-food systems. The challenge ahead of us is immense, but also is that humankind strive to survive, adapt, and prosper. Our future needs to be one with much closer cooperation, deeper integration based on the support, solidarity, and active engagement. FAO will continue being your trusted partner in our holistic, historical, and collective work for better production, better nutrition, a better environment, and a better life. I wish Baghdad International Water Conference all success. I'm waiting for next time to come to see you physically. Thank you. Over to you.